Hey, Frieza!
And without a doubt, Trunks is a perfect example of how to make an unforgettable entrance in a series. The guy basically kicked the door in and completely wrecked Frieza and his dad. But something that caught my attention, and maybe yours too, are those random hand movements Trunks makes before launching his burning attack at Frieza. At first, I thought it was just for style. You know, a flashy move to make the attack look cooler. But the reason he does it actually goes much deeper, and in this video, I'll explain why. At first, I thought he only did those movements in that specific scene, but nope. I noticed that Trunks repeats them in other moments too, including in the Dragon Ball Super manga and in the movie The History of Trunks. What I realized is that there are times when Trunks uses those hand movements before attacking and other times when he just fires the attack instantly. So what does that mean? Let's break it down. Using hand movements to perform attacks is very common not just in Dragon Ball but in shonen anime in general. For example, in Naruto, characters usually use hand signs to perform jutsu, but in some cases, they don't need them. The movements are mainly a way to focus more energy into the attack. In Dragon Ball, it works the same way. Early on, Master Roshi would go through a whole setup before firing the Kamehameha. When Goku first uses it, he also performs the full motion. But over time, as he masters the technique, there are moments where he just fires it instantly without any build-up. So why does this happen? Take a closer look at Trunks' scene. It becomes clear that before launching his attack, he first performs those random crossing arm movements. Then, he extends his hands into a position that actually resembles the tri-beam stance. These two steps tell us something important. First, Trunks is gathering energy. Then, he releases it. This is similar to what Vegeta does with his final flash. He spreads his arms to gather as much energy as possible before unleashing it at full power. What Trunks did was develop a faster way to build up that energy through those movements. So basically, Trunks does two things. First, he builds up power. Second, he increases precision. That hand position he uses even works like a targeting system very similar to how the tri-beam is aimed. So even though the move adds tension and looks really cool, Trunks isn't doing it just for show. When he wants more power and accuracy, he uses those movements just like Goku takes more time with his hand motions when he wants a stronger Kamehameha. And that's it. Even though it's become kind of a meme, this is definitely one of the best moves Trunks performs in the series. It gives off the feeling that he knows exactly what he's doing, builds tension in the scene, and looks amazing visually. So tell me, what do you think? That's the video. I hope you enjoyed it. And once again, thank you so much for sticking around until the end. Big thanks, take care, and I'll see you in the next video.